Good day, dear friends. My name is Jonathan David Dela Cruz. Again, welcome to Curriculum Development. And in this mini-series, we're talking about foundations of curriculum development. Napag-usapan na natin ang psychological foundation. Napag-usapan na din natin ang philosophical foundations of curriculum. Ngayon naman pag-uusapan natin ang socio-cultural foundation. Maintindihan at mauunawaan natin dito na ang estado natin sa lipunan, gayon din ang ating kultura ay nakaka-apekto, nakaka-impluensya sa ating edukasyon. So, socio-cultural foundation. Curriculum discussions should consider the social setting, especially the relationship between the school and society, and its influence in curriculum decisions. Isa sa mga matatalakay natin dito sa kursong ito ay ang mga stakeholders at kasama sa stakeholders ng curriculum ang society. Okay? Malaking epekto, malaki ang epekto ng lipunan, no? Sa estado ng lipunan, gayon din ng kultura, sa edukasyon na meron tayo. Kagaya na lamang ng estado natin sa ating sa lipunan, gayon din sa ating kultura. Okay. Influence of society and culture. Inhibit change through traditions. Kung papansinin ninyo, ang bawat bansa no, ay may kanya-kanyang struktura ng kurikulum. Malaking bahagi nito ay nakaangkla sa kanilang pananampalataya, sa kanilang tradisyon, sa kanilang kultura. Say for example, if you visit schools here in Asia, we are groundly rooted on we are actually rooted on religious aspect, no? So the approach, the routines that we have in the school, in the classroom setup, is largely based on the culture that we have. Diba nga yung opening prayer natin, every session natin, this is also influenced by our culture. Rate and direction of change. Now, gaano ba kabilis ang progression ng education? I'd like to highlight that there is a correlation between the economy and education. Kung papansinin ninyo yung mga first world countries or developed countries, ay maganda ang kanilang educational foundation or kanilang educational structure because their rate, no, yung bilis ng content nila, yung rate of change nila ay mabilis. Would like to mention, tayo ang Philippines ay papasok pa lang sa Industrial Revolution and Education 4.0. Pero ang ibang bansa papasok na sa Education 5.0. In Industrial Revolution 5.0. Okay? So again, nakadepende din 'yon kung gaano kabilis yung response ng bansa or ng school, no, sa change. Okay, contextualize naman natin sa schools. During the pandemic, anong bansa yung unang nag-conduct ng online class? Actually, pre-pandemic pa lang meron ng online classes, di ba? Pagpasok ng pandemic, ilang buwan bago nag-decide ang Philippines na magkaroon ng online classes. Other countries already implemented it. As of today, our country is one of the last countries that implemented that is still in online classes. And there's a reason for that din naman. Okay, but what I'm trying to say is that the society and culture, yung bilis ng pag-accept natin ng change, no, also influences the education that we have right now. Correspond to society and change. So, ayun, kung may pagbabago, as I have mentioned kanina, a good curriculum is responsive to the needs of the society. So, kudos to the educational system also of the Philippines that we went to online education. We went to distance learning dahil nga hiling ng panahon. Okay, kinakailangan natin mag-online class dahil nga pandemic, hindi pwedeng huminto ang edukasyon eh. Hindi pwedeng magtigil ang edukasyon. And apply pressure through societal demand. Okay? May hinihiling ang society. Ito ang kailangan namin. Ito yung ipoprovide. I would like to cite an example, BSIT. Ang BSIT program, it did not exist 50 or 60 decades ago. It only existed no because it was that a trend already. Say for example, or another example, photography. Photography is also not really a trend before, but it is now a trend now. And you see, yung hinihiling ng lipunan ay yung ipro-provide ng education and vice versa as well. There are different societal changes. Sample, and these are some of the lists that we have to be familiar of. Science and technology. So there are differences in science and technology that causes societal change. Um, Example, yung ano natin ngayon, no, yung online classes ngayon, we have to be thankful with that technology. Without the technology, hindi natin magagawa ang online class. Paano kung nangyari ito bago pa man magkaroon ng cellphones or laptops, no? We cannot have online classes. Improved communication, we now use different platforms, no, to communicate with each other. Change of family roles. Dati, mas dominant ang lalaki sa schools. Ngayon, we are seeing an averagely, no, an almost equal ratio sa buong mundo, no, equal ratio of a number of male and female students. Okay? Um, Population explosion. Okay, ang pagtaas po ng populasyon ng Pilipinas, pati din ng buong mundo, no, ay nakaapekto din sa educational system natin. Because as the population increases, hindi na masyado ma-accommodate ng schools, no? Nangyayari, nagkakaroon din tayo ng lack of teachers. Okay? Social mobility, and then nandyan din yung value crisis, subject matter related events, may mga changes na nangyayari sa lipunan na pwede natin iangkla. Kaya nga dapat ang content, no, ang content ay nag-update. Kasi example, in 2019, nabuo na yung periodic table. Kung tatanungin mo yung mga ate kuya mo na nag-aral 10 years ago, hindi pa nila alam yung bagong apat na element na na-discover noong 2019. Okay? So, kailangan constant ang pag-update ng content natin. And then facilities, and then active participation of stakeholders is important. Ang stakeholders natin ay parents, the community, nandyan syempre sila. And of course, accountability. Okay. So that's the societal change. Hindi siya masyadong malalim. There's not much philosophy and psychology behind it, but because we have different social and cultural backgrounds, no. And as teachers, we have to be familiarized with the sociocultural uh, backgrounds of our learners, no, in order for us to appropriately mention or appropriately teach the content as well. Okay, so that is all for the sociocultural foundation. Please watch the next video for the last and final foundation of curriculum development. Thank you.